The food on your plate is going to get costlier. Feeding starving bellies is going to be even more challenging as the Russia-Ukraine war has caused fertilizer prices to hit the roof. More than 20 million tons of grain are stuck in Russia as Black Sea ports have been blocked, and fertilizer prices have soared nearly 30% since January 2022. The UN Food Agency warned last year that world food prices would hit a 10-year high. The food supply chains are being disrupted, especially with soaring fertilizer prices likely to hit future food production. Indian farmers mainly use three types of fertilizers: Urea, DAP and MOP. These sizable chunks of fertilizers used here are imported. Around 50% of the total potash imports are from Russia and Belarus. Rising fertilizer costs directly affect food costs. It forces farmers to cut the sowing area, leading to lower production and lower food supplies. Russia, Belarus and Ukraine account for 20% of phosphoric acid imports. India gets around 15% of its ammonia imports from Russia, and nearly 60% of India's DAP fertilizer imports come from China and Saudi Arabia. China exports a majority of fertilizers to the rest of the world, but the country suspended exports of fertilizers until at least June 2022 to ensure domestic availability in 2021 that's added to the crisis. Another worrying reason is the soaring energy prices. Around the world, natural gas is used as a raw material as well as fuel for nitrogen fertilizer production. The ongoing fertilizer price hike is the third big shock in the last 50 years. These shocks are mainly driven by soaring energy prices. Global food prices increased sharply in 2007 and into the first quarter of 2008, triggering economic and political instability and social unrest across nations, both in developed and emerging economies. India has been facing a supply shortage since the war between Russia and Ukraine started on February 24th. India needs about 6.54 million metric tons of DAP, 2.34 million metric tons of MOP, and 5.83 million metric tons of NPK fertilizers in the upcoming Kharif season. Kharif crops are usually sown with the beginning of the first rains in July during the southwest monsoon season, but the availability is much lower, and this is a major cause of worry.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today NewsMo.